There comes a time in every life when the winds of change begin to whisper, calling us to step away from the familiar and toward the unknown. These moments are not random. They are the universe's way of nudging us forward. Life is not a static thing. It is ever flowing, like a river. And when the current urges you to move, you must listen. Today, I will share 5 signs that it's time to make a big change in your life. How much pain, however, having a worst-case scenario puts you the most? Today, I will share 5 signs that it's time to make a big change in your life. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward transformation, toward embracing the fullness of your journey. Yes. Any other questions? Especially those who have a message for the world? Oh, when you feel stuck or unfulfilled, it is as though the rhythm of your life has lost its melody, leaving you suspended in a silence that speaks louder than words. It's not an obvious pain, but a persistent a dull ache deep in your soul. Each day feels like a repetition of the last, and the joy you once knew feels like a fleeting memory far out of reach. This is not failure. This is not weakness. It is simply life asking you to pay attention, to notice the quiet discomfort that has settled in your spirit. It is simply the sensation that life provides until you let it. Feel stuck is not a curse, it is a sign. It is the universe whispering, gently urging you to awaken to the fact that your current path no longer feeds you. It no longer challenges you. The things that once brought you joy now feel hollow, like echoes of a song that once filled your heart. To feel unfulfilled is your soul's way of calling out, reminding you that you were not meant to live small or complacent. You were not meant to settle for just enough. You were meant to thrive. And this greatness always lies in the mediation of your courageous thinking. But do not mistake this feeling for despair, for it is an invitation, a nudge toward growth, a signal that it is time to reevaluate, to rediscover what truly makes your heart sing. Feeling stuck is not the end of the story. It is the turning of the page. It is the moment before transformation, the calm before the storm of change that will carry you forward. When you feel this way, do not resist it. Do not bury it beneath distractions or excuses. Sit with it. Let the discomfort guide you. Ask yourself what is missing. What parts of your life no longer fit the person you're becoming? To feel stuck is not to be broken. It is to be on the verge of something new, something greater. It is the fertile soil in which the seeds of change are planted, waiting for you to nurture them with courage, intention, and love. When the question of what if begins to echo in your mind, it is not mere idle curiosity. It is the voice of your spirit speaking, urging you to explore the possibilities that lie beyond the confines of your present reality. What if is not a sign of doubt or hesitation. It is an invitation, a quiet, persistent call to wonder about the life that waits for you, if only you have the courage to seek it. But these thoughts are not frivolous distractions. They are the whispers of dreams deferred, the longings of a heart that yearns for more. What if you stepped away from what is familiar? What if you dared to choose the unknown? What if the life you imagine could become the life you live? These questions, though fleeting, carry within them the weight of truth. They are not there to haunt you, but to guide you, to awaken in you a sense of possibility. When you keep asking what if, it means your soul is restless, eager for growth, for expansion, for something new. It is a sign that you are outgrowing the life you have been living, that the boundaries you once accepted no longer contain the fullness of who you are. This is not a weakness, it is a strength. It is a reminder that you are alive, that you are meant to evolve, to stretch toward the light like a tree reaching for the sun. But what if is not a question that can be answered in stillness. It demands action, a willingness to step into the unknown, to risk failure for the chance at something extraordinary. Do not dismiss these questions as mere daydreams. Instead, listen to them. Let them guide you toward the path that feels truest to who you are. For every what if is a door, and behind it lies a world of untapped potential. The choice to walk through is yours. To fear change more than staying the same is to find yourself standing on the edge of transformation, unable to leap. It is to know deep in your bones that where you are no longer serves you, yet still cling to the comfort of familiarity. Fear in this way becomes both a chain and a mirror. It binds you to what is, even as it reflects what might be possible if only you dared to move forward. Even change is a wild thing. It is untamed, unpredictable, and rarely arrives in the way we expect. It threatens the safety of routine, the illusion of control, and the comfort of the known. But to resist change is to resist life itself. For life is always moving, always flowing, always becoming. And yet the fear of change is not a flaw, it is a natural response to the uncertainty of what lies ahead. It is your mind protecting you, even as your soul whispers for more. To fear change is to stand at the crossroads of possibility, where the pull of growth meets the weight of hesitation. It is to feel the tension between the life you have and the life you dream of, and to wonder if you are strong enough, brave enough, worthy enough to bridge the gap. But let me tell you this. Fear of change does not mean you are weak. It means you are alive. It means you are human. It means you are standing at the edge of something extraordinary. It means you are on the edge of something extraordinary. Yet, to fear staying the same, this is the deeper truth. When the thought of remaining where you are feels heavier than the uncertainty of moving forward, it is your inner wisdom speaking. It is your spirit telling you that growth is no longer optional, it is necessary. The discomfort of standing still, of ignoring the call for change, becomes its own kind of pain. A quiet erosion of joy, a slow dimming of your light. To fear change more than staying the same is to feel the push and pull of your destiny. It is to recognize that the very thing you are afraid of is the thing you most need. So, Honor your fear, but do not let it hold you. Let it remind you that change is not the enemy, stagnation is. For on the other side of fear lies freedom, and on the other side of resistance lies a life waiting to be claimed. My brethren, when your environment drains you, it is as though the air you breathe has grown heavy. The colors around you have dimmed, and even the simplest joys feel just out of reach. It is not always loud or obvious, this kind of exhaustion. It creeps in slowly, like shadows stretching at dusk, until one day you realize that the spaces you inhabit no longer nurture you. Instead of lifting you, they weigh you down. When you think about the spaces you inhabit no longer nurture you, instead of lifting you, they weigh you down. Instead of inspiring you, they deplete you. Your environment is more than the walls around you or the ground beneath your feet. It is the people you share your time with, the routines you follow, the habits you've allowed to settle in. And when these elements are out of alignment with your spirit, they drain you in ways that words often fail to capture. The laughter feels forced, the conversations hollow. Even silence, which should bring peace, carries a restless ache. Your environment is not just where you are, it is what shapes the energy you carry, the thoughts you think, the way you see the world. To be drained by your surroundings is to be caught in a space that no longer reflects who you are or who you wish to become. It is to live in a place that asks you to shrink, to compromise, to quiet the voice of your dreams. And this is not living, it is enduring. When you feel this way, it is not a failing on your part. It is not a weakness. It is a signal, a sign that your spirit is crying out for change, for renewal, for a space that allows you to breathe deeply and grow freely. Look around you. Pay attention to what fills your days and who occupies your time. Do these things energize you or do they drain you? Do they inspire creativity, hope, and joy, or do they leave you feeling empty and unseen? If your environment drains you, it is not your duty to simply endure it. You are not here to merely survive, you are here to thrive, to rise, to live a life that reflects the beauty and brilliance within you. The truth is, you deserve to be in spaces that make you feel alive. You deserve relationships that uplift you, routines that empower you, and surroundings that echo the dreams you carry in your heart. If your environment no longer supports you, it is time to create a new one. For the world outside of you will always mirror the world within. And when you nurture your inner light, the right spaces will find you, or you will find them. And when you do, you will know because the air will feel lighter, the colors brighter, and life itself will once again hum with possibility. When you feel a persistent pull towards something new, it is as though the very fabric of your being has been stirred by a quiet, unrelenting force. It is a longing that will not be ignored no matter how many distractions you place in its path. This pull is not fleeting, nor is it trivial. It is the voice of your deepest desires, the echo of your true self, reaching out beyond the limitations of your current life, asking you to step into a new chapter. It is the tug of possibility, the pull of a path that you know deep down you are meant to walk. How This feeling is not an accident, nor is it a momentary whim. It is a sign that you have outgrown the life you have been living, that your soul is yearning for something more. The pull towards something new is not necessarily a rejection of what has come before. It is a recognition that you are not meant to remain static. Life, like you, is meant to evolve. The life, like you, is meant to evolve. To resist this pull is to deny yourself the opportunity for growth, for expansion, for the unknown wonders that lie just beyond your comfort zone. When you feel this pull, it is not a call for change because something is broken, but because something inside you is awakening. It is a whisper that says, there is more to you than this. There is more to life than what you see right now. It is a reminder that you are not here to stay stagnant, not here to repeat the same patterns over and over again. You are here to discover, to explore, to stretch beyond what you know and become the person you are meant to be. It may be terrifying, this pull. Change always carries with it a seed of fear, a shadow of uncertainty. Yet to deny it is to live a life half-lived. To ignore the yearning of your soul is to allow the fullness of your potential to go untapped. When you feel this pull towards something new, honor it. Do not silence it with excuses, doubts, or fear. Let it move you, guide you, shape you into the person you are becoming. The persistent pull towards something new is not a burden, it is a gift. It is a reminder that you are meant for more. It is the invitation to step into a world that is waiting for you, a world where you will be challenged, inspired, and stretched beyond what you once thought was possible. Follow this pull, for it leads you toward the life you were always meant to live. A life full of possibility, full of depth, full of meaning. When you listen to the pull toward something new, you are not simply responding to a fleeting desire. You are answering the call of your truest self, the self that knows the vastness of your potential, the self that has been waiting for you to wake up, to embrace the fullness of who you are. The path before you may not be clear, and the road may be filled with uncertainty. But remember, growth does not happen in the comfort of the known. It happens when you step into the unknown, trusting that you will become who you are meant to be along the way. So take that first step, no matter how small it seems. Trust the whispers of your soul, for they will lead you to places you never imagined. And know that on the other side of fear, there is freedom. On the other side of uncertainty, there is discovery. The life you are meant to live is waiting for you to claim it. You are worthy of the adventure, worthy of the change, and worthy of the new beginnings that await. Embrace the pull towards something new and step boldly into the life that is yours to create.